Good day, adventurers. We are Imaginary Paradise, a D&D group here to share some good times and good stories among friends. It's nice to have you join our table. And now, welcome to the fantastical land of Azera. Thank you for joining us. I am your darling Dungeon Master Malloy, and I am joined by my wonderful players, Andrew, also sometimes Taco.
He has trapped us here for 25 hours and 5 minutes.
Come on, 25 hours and 6 minutes.
Oh no.
Keep check. And Chris,
Hello there.
see, that's the kind of person you want to keep in your dungeon. They stay happy. And Sheldon.
I would at least like some food.
I mean, I bought like half-eaten pizza down to you earlier.
That was a week ago.
You know what? I agree. I want food too.
God, now they're unionizing.
Feeds us smile fruits. Chris has
Jeez.
already eaten it, is what has happened.
He's lost it. He's lost it.
Ha 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 ha.
Last time, our heroes gathered and saved another town from potential doom. They made short work of the invading creatures that were sent through the mist by the silver-faced wizard, and they gave me a proper whomping, as both me and the wizard thought that was going to be a harder encounter than it ended up being. And during this fight, they summoned a raccoon bear with a mysterious letter. And while all the danger is out of the way, and the blinding radiant light leaving the bar, we now return to our party in the front yard of said bar and tavern, with the light fading from the inside of the tavern, and the darkness that was encroaching in the mists have since faded. How would you guys like to proceed?
Oh, we fought pretty good here. It was looking bad. It was looking real bad. Is everybody okay?
They're all dead.
Yeah, they're all dead.
All two of them.
3 if you include the wolf.
Well, that could have been worse.
Well, I mean, yeah, you ain't wrong.
The raccoon bear that had basically just entered was looking very vicious at first. Now has a much more calm demeanor and walks up to you guys. Kind of just brushes up against one of you, whoever would have been the closest to them, which I think was Eldridge. And you see that there is a letter on its wrapped around its arm with a small red wax sealing on it.
I reach for the leather.
The leather letter. You know, nothing like writing your notes down on skin.
You know,
Yeah.
Eldridge, I've never seen you read before. Do you know how to read?
Wow.
What? I've never seen you read, though.
I was born around the Great War. I don't know what you're talking about.
Does that mean you can read?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
Letter upside down. How the hell do you read this?
Well, first you open it. Then you will see in the little section I will share with you guys a little
Wait.
letter.
What language is it in?
It is in common.
Oh, okay.
And if one of you would like to read it aloud, you may.
To the trio who assisted the young raccoons, it has come to my attention that while I was attending to matters, you took it upon yourself to assist a few of my dear friends, unable to help themselves. And why is that a run-on sentence? And for this, I am grateful.
Because I don't English.
However, I am afraid that I am not writing for congratulations. This letter is one of warnings and alliance. These Evan Woods that I have protected for many years have recently come under attack by some truly terrifying orcs, and I am unable to defend it alone. If you have the resources and time available, I humbly request the meeting between us within the Evan Woods to discuss the possibilities of our allyship, allegiance. Humbly and sincerely, the Procyon Guardian of the Evan, E.E.
Yo, you always make hard ass names to pronounce.
Yeah?
I like it.
Fantasy, baby.
The Procyon Guardian. Yeah, no, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
The Procyon Guardian of the
I
Evan.
never said it doesn't make sense. I never said those words.
Oh, and you also see at the bottom, like the very, very bottom, there is a P.S. This bear's name is Barry. He likes fruit if you have any. And you see the bear kind of looks at you very just cutesy eyes, waiting for a little tip.
Is there any fruit around here? Let's look around real quick.
And your rations probably have some dried fruit in it and whatnot.
Oh, well then, I'll throw him some.
We can give him rock candy.
Yeah, we give him some rock candy too. We give him both.
Yeah, we give him
Oh.
a small piece of rock candy.
Just make sure we don't kill it with the flaming sphere.
That's rude. I didn't kill the owlbear with a flaming sphere. You shut your mouth. It jumped into the flaming sphere.
It's not a cub, Chris. It's okay. It's an adult.
You see as the raccoon bear grabs it with its weird shaped hands that are not quite claws and not quite with an opposable thumb, but tactile enough to be able to grip onto things. And you see as it eats the snacks provided, and it lays down very happily, just munching on them. It looks very contented. Asterisk. Happy bear noises.
Who the hell is Aster? Oh wait, no, my bad.
That's my boy, though.
Don't fuck with my boy Asterisks. Nah, he hasn't been
Yeah.
introduced yet. Or is that one too easy?
Yo, my boy will stab you from like 8 sides. I don't know how many sides that symbol has, but how many is it? Yo, he'll stab you 5 times, bruh.
No, I think you were right with 8. Or do I not know what an asterisk look like?
I just looked at my keyboard. I think it's 5.
Huh, yeah. Thought there was one more.
Yeah.
Or one more
Well, that'd
line.
be 6.
Anyway.
Still not 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What?
It is 6.
Yeah,
6.
one more line would make it 8, because that'd be 2 more points. I was thinking of a line straight through the. Anyway, we're getting off topic here.
It's definitely 5, not 6. But yeah, okay.
So should we go and figure out where this letter came from? Group.
I'm gonna go in the bar first and see how everybody is inside.
Alcohol then first. Good.
Yeah. I'm okay off alcohol though for a while. Still has slight hangover after 2 weeks.
Is also a 20-some-year-old elf. Is a literal child. Alcoholics. Gotta start them young.
Alright, then.
Cut that.
You guys walk into the bar. It sounds like the start of a bad joke. But you go in and you see both Yivkasha and the alchemist, Margaret, who were attending to both your father and Martha while you guys are outside defending. You see both Timothy and Tiny had to actually fight a couple that got in through the back door as well. So it's a good thing that they were you guys left them to take care of the, less fighting less trained fighters of the town. And before you see that your father and Martha both have had those like black colored veins going up their body, starting from like their arms and whatnot. Those have since faded, and there is nothing but small like darkness sort of coalescing around your dad's eyes before he briefly wakes up very abruptly, and just you hear both of them just like inhale suddenly and take in the world around them as they seem to be better.
Dad.
Aegis, is that you? My home.
Yeah.
Oh, there's soldiers. It's attacking. It's my fault.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's over.
I mean, a tad, but
They're gone. They're all gone.
Who's all?
So sorry. There's just so many beasts running through the town. And you see as he seems to fall back to sleep momentarily. Yivka looks like he may have had a interesting time between worlds. I've heard the lands between tend to be a little unsettling at times. He might have seen things he imagined, or there might be more at work here. I think I should stay a little longer to make sure everything is all right. But you'll probably need some more bed rest for a little bit to heal up, as they were afflicted pretty badly by some nasty magics. I'm glad they're back though.
I mean, yeah, at least they're awake now. Well, at least they woke up, I guess. Thank you for coming out here. We really appreciate it.
Hey, it's the least I could do. You helped me save my town. Least I can do is help save, your father and town person. It's almost even, right?
Yeah, we're even. We're even.
Ah, good, good. She kind of pats you on the head. You did good, kid. All of you did good.
Oh, well, thank you. But is there anything that you need to help, I guess, cure their affliction or keep them in a good state?
No, I think they just need bed rest and probably some good soup. You want to go hunting for some animals?
I guess we can.
I see that there's a tasty looking bear outside.
Well, that's our friend. That's our friend.
Well, that could make it complicated, but bear tastes good. Although that one looks weird.
That's a raccoon bear. So,
The fuck's a raccoon bear?
our friend.
You know, fair enough.
You can't eat that.
I mean, you
Uh,
can, but just
No.
From this point, you guys can. Is there any other business you would like to attend to, or would you like to take the little bit of downtime we had planned while they recover?
Most of my downtime would be spent next to my dad. Basically, just learning mage hand and mirror image, putting those in my spell book.
You basically, you would have helped Yivka sort of set him up back or set him back in his room where he was at, because like everyone had gathered in the main area of the tavern for a while just to make sure it was defended. And you move him back to his room upstairs, and that's where they stay tended to him. You see that he seems to actually sleep a lot more calmly. And you're able to work on your spell book. Every now and again, you hear him say a couple words here and there, wake up and be like, "Oh, good, I am home." And, just kind of talk to you for a little bit and then just go back to sleep. He doesn't seem to stay up for too long as he still needs quite a bit of rest.
Yeah.
But, you get your spells in your spell book, and, you spend some much deserved downtime with your dad as he has getting better. And, Chris, what would you like to do during your downtime?
I'd like to. Well, first, I'm gonna make some armor for my dog.
Yeah, you can see the dwarf that go see the dwarf who helped Moonin redo her armor so that she could fit and do it better because of her wings and whatnot. And you know that he would be able to make some armor for him. What would you like done for it, kid? That's one big wolf.
Whatever you could provide, anything works.
All right, he doesn't bite, does he?
As long as you don't stab him.
Ah, well, I guarantee I won't do that. I'll take some measurements, and as long as I keep my paws to myself, I should have it done in a couple days.
I
I'll tell you what it costs when I finish. I don't know what kind of materials to work with just yet. Never made armor for something this big. But hey, I like a nice challenge here and there.
appreciate it.
He starts banging away, working on some metal and some hide and whatnot. And in a couple days, you see that he has a full bit of armor for him as well. I gotta look up the armors for aminals real quick because I know there's a section on it. I just don't remember it. And did you have anything else you wanted to do during that time? Since you really wouldn't be the one making it.
I guess I could take up Yivka's offer on trying to heal my PTSD.
Oh
And,
shit.
enter Avatar state.
No. You enter the sages or the tailed beast state.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I need.
I don't know what that. I don't know what that's called though.
I think it's just
Honestly,
tailed beast stage. I don't think
I
there's.
feel like there's a name. There might not be though.
Well, apparently it's really hard to find armor for horses.
Just give it a plus 10 AC and we'll call it even.
I like the energy you're working with, but I don't know. But yeah, Yivka will basically give you some lessons and talk to you about like what has been harming you and being and just like, well, I guess it really depends on where the pain and the trauma comes from. For a lot of people, in your moments of weakness, finding the things that make you happy are very helpful. Keeping those to heart and remembering exactly why you're doing what you're doing can really put things in perspective. And I know your friends. They're here to help you if you ever need someone to talk to about things. They seem very reliable. And always remember, when you start having a moment where you are feeling frozen, Just look around. And just count 5 things that you can see, 4 things that you can smell, 3 things that you can touch. From there, you can work out what to do. Trust me.
Damn, that was deep.
I'm glad you think so. That
When
sounds
you
like I don't believe it, but that's not the case.
when you were
Uh,
like, if you ever find yourself frozen, I legit thought you were about to be like, just no, you need to let it go.
that would have been so good. Like, so good. Okay, I know there's a section on horse armor or armor for, like, animals and stuff. Why am I not finding it?
Bro, just say it's a +1 in AC.
I'm more of looking for the types of armor.
He only has the iron Sheldon sold him, so it's iron. Look at me, I remember things about stuff.
Oh, it's literally just under barding. I feel dumb now. It's literally the same as normal. Cool, it's literally the same as normal armor. That you see, as to make sure it's not too heavy on the wolf, he makes him some studded leather, with a few of the points being extra studded to where it's actually like almost an armament, but also a place where hypothetically if you were to mount him to ride, it is set up to be able to do if you wanted. You'd have a place to put your feet at. But it helps defend his sides a lot, and you see as it's mostly like a saddle, but like completely defensive of like where any of the internal organs would be at.
Cool. Give me the number.
Give you
The
the
price.
number. How much does it fucking cost?
He said, "Do not describe it to me. Give me the cost."
Give me the pay.
It'll cost you. You guys helped us out a lot, so I like ya.
7,000.
I'll do it for 30 gold.
I bet. Much appreciated.
Much appreciated you keeping the town together. And he happily scoops the gold up. If you ever need maintenance, I'll be happy to help out with it. Or if you need an upgrade, I gotcha. And he sends you on your way. Brings us to Moonin. What would you like to do, Nin?
Hello. Okay. I want to take a little bit more of this crystal rock stuff, and
Smoke it! Oh god.
yeah. And see what is it Martha? It's not Martha.
Margaret is
It's
the
not Martha.
alchemist.
Margaret.
Margaret. See what Margaret can do with it, because I told her I'd try to bring her more, but I don't want to let her know I have a lot. So I'll bring her like another little like 10-pound chunk of it. I'll bring her like a little pound, not 10 pounds.
You know that she was like, we can probably make some more pixie sticks with them. We could also probably make a higher leveled one of sorts if you wanted as well. It might do a little bit more patchwork, as it were.
Yeah, sure. I'd be interested in learning how to make a improved one.
Like basing it off of like the same lessons that you had with her before, you do gain the ability to make these on your own, as this is the second time you've made it with her, and now you have seen how to make both the normal size one and this more high quality one, using the same sort of using a couple different herbs and whatnot and different pieces. You see that this one, this higher quality one, is less of a like long stick shape with like just a little like almost a branding sort of spot towards the bottom. It's more malleable. It's sort of mixed in with sort of a mush and like a salve, but it's still somewhat solid given a lot of the rocky exterior from the crystal.
Mhm.
And she just explains, this one will really patch together any heavy wounds for sure. Kind of prevent scarring. If well, most people don't really want their scars. I know occasionally, battle looking tough and whatnot. But if you don't want too many to show up, this should really help with it. It really staunches a lot of bleeding as well. Mixed in a little extra of something we use anytime, really bad accidents happen. A little bit of fish scale in there and fish skin, because that helps the natural healing process of the skin. So it should work out pretty well. You're natural at this.
I thank you. You're a very good teacher.
Well, I she looks over at Yivka. I had a really good one.
What does this higher level pixie stick do?
You would expend one hit die, but you get to do 2 rolls of it now.
Oh, that's sick.
Adding your Constitution modifier on both of them.
Damn.
So basically, a double up on the hit die cost, or double up on the hit die usage.
So it's better than a
Gotcha.
short rest.
I mean, a short rest you can use any amount of hit die as possible. It's like in a pinch sort of thing. It could
But
be.
we don't have that many.
Yeah. Because he with the stuff he showed off with the pound, he got 2 of those.
I got 2 of those. Is there anything else that we can make if I had more of this crystal?
Not that I know how to make just yet. If you have any more that I can experiment on and work with, I might be able to show you. I might be able to find out ways to make it even better. I've been using. I still have some left from the last time, but could probably use a little bit more for experimentation.
About how much would you need?
3 pounds, probably. I could do with that. That would last
Done.
me at least. Okay.
I reach into my bag and pull out 3 pounds of this crystal in their various colors and whatnot.
Ooh, I like this one. And she picks up one of the more like yellow colored ones.
Oh, and here, and I'll throw in a pound of rock candy, just cause.
Thank you again. And she grabs one and crunches on it. It's delicious.
Just let me know if you were able to come up with anything that else that I could use them for.
Of course, Moonin. You're a wonderful help around town as always.
I kind of bid her a farewell, and then I'm gonna take some time, and I want to I guess study these sketches I have of the teleportation circles from the cave that we fought Mask Guy at.
Yeah.
And I want to see if I could learn or figure out how they work arcanically. And then I'll try and sketch out some of my own and test them and whatnot to see if I can figure out how to make teleportation circles.
And I could definitely help you with that, I feel like.
Well, hey, if you
Actually,
see
about
me
to say
doing that, you let me know.
I was gonna say you would probably actually, upon doing a little bit of studying and looking at them, your first thought would be like, man, bet you the wizard I hang out with a lot would be helpful at this. And you kind of go to grab Agus's insight.
Yeah, so
And
I'll show you everything I've gotten so far.
yeah, and roll an Arcana with advantage. You can choose whether you do it or whether he does it. It is up to you.
All right, you said Arcana with advantage. Hey, my wizard bro, what's your Arcana?
Yo.
Are you higher? You got higher than a 1?
Yo, you might not believe this right now, but something happened to my character sheet. My intelligence is a 0.
No.
You got hit in the head.
Fuck.
And I don't remember what it was. I think it was 18 or 19.
It was
But
it was 18 because you were
it was
gonna
18 because I didn't take it because I took the feat.
Yep.
I think that increased it to 19, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yep. Okay, because I was like, bro, it's saying 10, and I know it's not 20. I knew that for a fact.
I was like, but also you're a wizard, so it's definitely
Yeah.
not 0.
Well, that's what I was like, oh
I
no.
was like, bro, what happened? Like, bro, I remember we were playing our last session and my character sheet got reset. Like our first session of Roll20. I got my whole shit got reset. You remember that, Malloy?
I do. That shit
Yeah,
was
and then
horrific.
yeah, but yeah, I have a 6-star
Yeah,
Arcana.
so yeah, you can go ahead and roll that with advantage because I have a 1. So
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna roll with the big die. I have a big die right here.
do it.
Let me grab my other dice. I don't like that first roll. You know what's better than a nat 1?
And that too?
Yeah, that's what I got the first time. Yeah. Let me just get a motherfucking geometric order out real quick. This never fails me.
It failed me.
No, we got a 15.
That's not bad.
15.
Yeah,
Not too
15 is
bad.
not bad.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Oh, with a 15, you with you guys' combined investigation into it, you sort of test out a couple different things with smaller objects, because you do manage to get the basics of one working. Because you managed to find out that a lot of it has to do with the different symbols in the three rings of what make the spell, so or the actual teleportation circle itself. You have the outside ring of it, which is basically you realize is what denotes basically what is allowed to teleport. The middle ring of the circle is sort of the intended destination, and then actually the like disc in the very center is the current location.
I dig it.
Is what you'd have to register it as to basically so where you can actually set up a point between two different destinations to link them.
I dig it.
But figuring out the runes of exactly where to put things is the difficult part. So currently, you guys have managed to like work together like a small like yeah, I guess like a science experiment, like a science fair sort of experiment, of where you managed to get like a small rock to teleport to like two different ends of the bar. Needless to say, in like the tests for this, you guys lost a few rocks and you're not sure where they went. But they were small enough that's probably not a problem.
I'll take it.
And yeah, you kind of get the knowledge of the basics of it, not the like this symbol means the Fae, or like this is like different longitudes or latitudes. You just kind of figured out like different runes, kind of they can mean various things, so it's
Yeah.
complicated, complex.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's a teleporter. I wouldn't think we'd be like, oh yeah,
And that
know
20,
exactly what this
oh,
is.
you knew how to teleport,
Yeah, of
motherfucker.
course.
And after in the middle of you guys working on this together at the bar, you see the door that your father is staying in, or the door of the room that your father is staying in, opens, and he sort of walks out. He seems to be actually like a lot better and like there mentally and physically as well. He just looks out and is looking around and just goes, "Aegis, my son, you really saved me, didn't you?"
We all did. I look at Elder Jim Moonin.
I give a slight nod.
I couldn't thank you enough. And Yivka looks over. I mean, you could make a donation to Huter Temple. We could take that. That'd be a nice thing. And she's playing around. Like you can see that she's joking with it. Just lighten the mood, whatnot. And he just looks. Where's your mother?
Wasn't she in there?
You know that currently she actually had just gone back home, basically for like a change of clothes and prepare a little bit of food and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
While she waited.
She just went home.
All right. Well, she can be back soon because I need to talk to you guys. Probably all of you.
Should we go get her?
I mean, if she's gonna be back soon, we can wait till then. And he kind of pulls up a chair. Cause it might be a bit. I was stuck somewhere for I think. How long has it been for you?
Been about 5 weeks, probably. Been about 5 weeks.
It's been like in game. It's been like a week and a half.
Wait, no, because I thought it was 2 weeks travel to get there, or was it a week travel?
It was about a week.
So then it would be about 2.5, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 5. It's somewhere in there, but it has been.
Mm,
It's been a couple weeks. All right.
We split the difference.
Yeah. I feel like I've been gone for a year or longer.
You know, I actually met kind of my uncle, I guess.
Cousin.
Cousin, I guess.
Cousin.
I guess I met my cousin.
Yeah. Oh, you met Kevin.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's a good kid. Strange one, but good kid. Very ambitious. What did he doing well?
Yeah, he's doing the guild's not doing but so well. There's just so much work and not enough people. We actually decided to join the guild.
Oh, that's delightful. That could actually be very helpful because we might need to find well, your other uncle. Not my brother, but his husband. One you're named for. He's gonna probably be the person we need to talk to sooner rather than later. At this point, you see as Marina comes back in, and she just like drops what she brought in. You're up. You're up and awake. Yeah, I am. But you need to sit down for this one. And he starts telling you guys about how, in the time period where he's been under, he has felt like he's been gone for about like a year, like almost just floating in between this world and another, like flashing between moments of blinding light and darkness beyond imagination. And he said that the only reprieve during this time was some amorphous silver faced figure who was asking how to find Eladria, uh, where he was born at, his home in the Fey realm. I answered this question because I hoped that I could save myself from the torture of being in that position of blinding light and darkness and no sustenance or socialization of any kind. But unfortunately, I answered and it got worse. That man, that monster, he used my connection to the Fey realm to start bringing those horrid creatures, just different beasts and monstrosities into Eladria, my home in the Fey realm. I had to sit there and watch as they were just slaughtered. All of them. A few might have made it out, but it couldn't have been but so many. I fear the worst of what's going on in that Fey realm, and I fear the worst of what could have happened to my father and his people and the rest of our family. But I don't even know how to get back there anymore. When we came through from the Fey realm, we used one of the few magical gates that are around the country or countries around the continent even. They're made of electrum. They kind of teleport between different realms. But the last one we used was in Thedium, and I assume it still works, but that place is dangerous.
We found a gate, didn't we? We were just working on the ruins, right?
You found a teleporter. It's not quite a
Different
gate.
name.
It's like a he kind of after he's showing him the notes, he goes, "It's more of like a same realm version of it. These Electrum gates are much bigger than what you describe here. This would be roughly the size of like uh, probably about like 15-foot tall by about 15-foot wide. They are very big, as opposed to this sort of Deus that seems to be for piece by piece. It's this, but on a larger scale, basically. But the runes are similar, weirdly enough.
Do you think maybe if we organized it in a different way, maybe we could do it? Make our own?
It's definitely possible, because like based on your notes and what you guys have said as well, he kind of says you could, if you know, you'd have to copy some of the runes probably from the Electrum gates, and then you might be able to sort of recreate it. Might take some work and some time, but don't see why it couldn't be possible.
I think that may be the best thing, because going to Thedium is dangerous. We actually, going north, we actually ran into some of their beliefs in the city of Umessa.
You weren't hurt there, were you? you and you're back,
No,
so didn't go that
no,
badly.
someone Eldritch blasted him and he stopped talking, so. Um.
Camera shifts to Moonin.
Actively
Brief
just
look.
like not paying attention. Touches something and it breaks.
Who? I didn't do it. What do you mean? No, not me. They were a godsend, whoever they were.
I agree, because
Because
I was getting annoyed.
that type of rhetoric is just infectious for some and, quite frankly, toxic to others. So it's a good thing someone shut them up. But even if you don't want to travel to Thedium, I know there are more out there. That's just the only one I know of. I just we have to find some way to get there because I need to find out if my father's alive. I need to find out if the rest of my siblings are alive. You see, he sort of like grips his hand on sort of like the on Marina's hand and just very worried, and you can see the stress on his face as well. Aegis, you might be able to find, like I said, your other uncle who you're named for. He might be able to find something. He might know something.
You know, Kevin actually told me to go find him. I said I would after I saved you, or after we got this disease gone. So, I will try to find him in the capital. I believe that's where he's at.
That's about right. That's where he went the last time we talked to him, but it's been a while. If he doesn't have an answer, though, you might also be able to find the Master of Magics, who works very closely with the Queen there. He might have some knowledge of gates, if there is any. Probably would be him to know. Either that or maybe someone in the Moving Mountains could know. The place is full of magic and wizardry and honestly insane feats of architecture by some dwarves. And in this moment, you see as the other door where Martha was standing at opens up, and she comes out. AK-47s just start shooting. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh shit!
Martha comes out. I believe your name is Eldridge, right? And she sort of looks directly at you, Eldridge.
Yes, ma'am, that's me.
I have a message for you.
Oh, God. Bet.
She kind of describes her time as similar, but not as torturous. She said that she spent a lot of her time sort of floating beneath or above a land of like endless plains and occasional like forests and whatnot where animals of all kinds just casually existed. So I found while I was there, I spoke with a red-furred wolf with emerald green eyes. She was pretty nice, and she told me she ever saw someone with the bluish white fur and an affinity for using his fangs over his fists, or his fists for instead of his fangs. I should tell him Caitlin is safe. So is everyone else from back home. And that it's okay to stop worrying about the past. We're all with you no matter what. And if that's not enough,
I just dropped my alcohol. Just, what?
and she continues, and no matter what, if you still want revenge, get that silver-faced bastard. I didn't have context for this, but I hope that was helpful.
I am just shocked. That is my expression right now.
Just shattered the glass of alcohol in his hand.
Just glass. Gets up and walks off. No, I'm kidding.
I waved down the bartender to get him another cup.
Understood. I've not seen him do that before. That's a new one. And he also grabs like a little bit of a dustpan and broom to clean up the mess. That one's on the house. Faulty glass and all, you know? You're right there, kid.
I cannot find words right now. I'm just like confused.
I assume that wolf meant something to you.
She did.
Makes you feel any better.
But that was in the past.
She did look very happy, and she did say she missed you greatly.
So a context question out of nowhere. So these dreams, are they like different realms or like past or what's going? Like I'm
Roll insight. Anyone and everyone could roll that if you like.
All right, I'm gonna do it. You said insight?
Yeah. Insight or arcana.
Hey, it don't matter. It was not a good roll.
Oh, you know what? Insight.
I got an
I
11.
feel like I added one yet. I got a 15. Another 15. 14 on the die. Modifier of 1. That's a 20. No, I'm playing 15.
10 modifier 1, 11.
Yeah, with the 10 and the 11 and the 15. The bad roll. It
5.
sounds like magic.
Yeah, 5.
The 11 and the 5. Yeah. Dreams are weird, bro.
It might be magic.
11 and 15. You
I feel like I should have decent context of dreams considering I eat them.
Yeah, all you thought was food.
You
That's
know,
it. That's all that
that's
crossed your
true.
mind.
You can have advantage.
Oh yeah.
6.
Hey, I'll take a 12. A 12 is better than 5.
Oh yeah. All right, so all of you pass to get this little bit of insight. They are telling the truth, and what they experienced was very real. With the 11 and 12, you're not sure how, but with the 15, there is some sort of connection between realms. Uh, and Moonin, with the extra added bit of you remember the silver faced man or silver faced wizard saying something about you will not take my anchors, that they might be anchors to different realms for him. That might have been what he was using them for. For what exactly, you're not sure. But yeah, it does seem that other realms are involved, and they seem to definitely have some real experience that they described.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so I guess I stand up. It's time to go. Let's go.
Wh- Where are we going?
We're still talking.
As I'm walking out the door,
Wait, no.
I
Where are
don't.
we
No, no, no,
going?
no, 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 no. Let me finish. As I'm about to walk out the door, I just think about it. And I'm like, wait, I don't know where to go. Like, fuck.
Huh.
Question mark appears overhead. Wait, what am I doing?
We gotta go to Evan Woods first anyway. First things first. We know that. But we don't know where the rest of the stuff's at or like how to get there. Think.
Think, Mark. Think.
Oh,
I just heard think, and that's all I could think of.
season 2 comes out in like 2
2
months.
months.
Yeah, Invincible season 2. Good show. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's a great show.
Hell yeah, it is.
So we need to go to the Ebon Woods and into the capital of Aelrin. I don't remember the name of it.
I don't know off the top of my head either, so give me a minute.
Thought it was Aileron.
I think it's Aelrin, right?
Aaron's the country.
Yeah, that's why I said the capital.
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I wrote it down, but I don't. I don't
So
know
you'd
where my
think
notes.
me, the person who made the world, would remember.
A lot of places with a lot of crazy ass names.
What?
I don't think your names are that crazy. They're pretty normal.
Nah, Malloy he just needs to type. He just needs to update his map. That's it.
No, I actually probably could. I know I wrote the capital somewhere, but that's not as important right now. What would you guys like to do after these revelations?
I think first we have to go to the Ebon Woods and meet up.
Well, what time is it at this point?
Right now it's probably about, I'd say, 11 a.m.
Okay.
It's fairly early in like the overall point of the day.
Then yeah, I'd agree. We could head to the Ebon Woods.
Yeah, meet up with the Guardian of the Ebon Woods. And then we can also stop by our little base and pick up some crystals while we're there.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Yivka basically gives them, another once over checkup, make sure that they're doing all right and nothing else crazy is going on. And she says, I think I'm going to head out if you guys don't need anything else from me.
I don't think we do, but thank you very much.
Think nothing of it. Just you all keep doing well. Y'all are good kids, good youngins. Keep up the good work. And you see as she mounts her horse and begins to head off back home to Umessa. And you guys do have. Do you want to use those horses actually to get back to Evan? Because the Evan Woods, because you guys did come here on horses, or would you
That's
let
true.
her take them back?
I mean, if she let us take them, I mean, yeah, we'd use them. Why not?
I mean, are the
Valorane.
horses still alive? Did we feed them? Are they alive?
Forgot about them. They're all dead. No. The capital is Valorane.
Okay, Valerie. That does not sound familiar at all.
I may or may not
Honestly.
have even said it when I brought it up in episode 4 or 5.
Yeah, I was like, that does not.
I was like, because I have it in my notes and I don't even remember typing it there, but I have it in my notes, so it's there.
Okay, Valerine. Gotcha.
Valorane. Spelled
Valorine.
Vale, Vale, rain. Rain.
I think that's the simplest spelling I've seen.
We're all Kevin.
No, you spelled it Kavin. That's all it.
How'd
Kavin.
you know? Damn it.
you psycho.
You psychopath. Alrighty. Yeah, the horses are still there. They're all stabled up. They were being taken care of. So yeah, you are able to mount up on them and head towards the Ebon Woods. You guys start to travel down the sort of, I wouldn't say beaten path, but it's definitely a path of sorts. Not like full on cobbled to where there's stone structures and paved the whole way, but there's a rivet. It's where people go through.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the wind starts going by, the trees breezing by, uh, going a lot faster than you honestly initially thought you were after the 2 days of rest. You guys get there by basically the right before nighttime hits, so about like 6 o'clock. So the sun's starting to go down, but it's not down yet. And you guys arrive at the Ebon Woods. Before you are the same brilliant ebony colored trees that reach up grandiose into the sky, just dwarfing most other things. So, given the time of day, it's sort of shady, but it's still somewhat bright out. Plenty of those sort of like celestial rays of light, beaming between leaves and tree branches.
Fuck. Forgot to get a potion to go into the water.
Said I take my horses back.
Oh, you're right. You're right. It's fine. We can do that at another point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we head to meet this dude, or we want to head to our little like crystalline cove thing first?
I say we meet the guardian first.
Alright, you guys start heading into the woods. Roll a survival check. Tell me what you get.
Okay, pretty good. I got a 20.
On that one.
14.
Eldridge goes full Zorro and starts walking the wrong direction.
30-20, by the way. 30.
Yeah, and then luckily the two of you managed to find after collecting Aldridge before he went too far. You guys kind of just like were talking to one another and just kind of turned your head and realized he's just walking straight south while you guys are going north and just being like, bro, what the fuck? Lost in your thoughts and whatnot. But you guys sort of come around. Gunoff looks actually quite happy to be in this area. Seems to be a very nice, accommodating for him. And you guys manage to get to about about 5-10 minutes into the woods. Going on your small little nature hike. You manage to find like a small little group of the same chittering raccoons you guys have found each time you've come through here. And they just kind of look at you and they just start making their happy noises after plopping down a little bit and just being like, just happy to see you. Sort of rolling into you a little bit and trying to jump up like, hey, give me scritches.
It's good to see you too, friends. And I like pet some of them and whatnot. Um, we're looking for, I guess, the guardian of this forest. Do you happen to know where he is, or could you lead the way?
You see is upon you saying that, they kind of just like twist their head a little bit, like cock it to the side, and they just kind of go like then shake it yes, up and down, and then they start scurrying away, being like, "Hey, follow me."
I guess we follow them.
I imagine that a lot creepier in my head.
Yeah, when I said twisted, I was like, "Oh, that's the wrong word. It's technically correct, but it's not the intended connotation of it."
Yeah, no, I just put them both together, so like they twisted their heads around and then nodded them, so it was real creepy looking.
Oh. No, it was more of just like they cocked it to the side a little bit, like how dogs do when they hear like weird noises.
That's what I heard it as.
Well, now we have eldritch horror raccoons.
Not yet. I mean, what?
Naughty.
But you guys follow this group of little rascally raccoons. And you see, as you get to a more open area, this section of the forest almost seems sacred in a way, as there's a feeling of connection to nature that none of you are used to. necessarily in your day to day, so it's just, I wouldn't say it's overwhelming, but it's noticeable in this section. Like you're used to, like Aegis, you're used to feeling like the weave of magic. This is very similar, but more of like a flowery feel in this area. So the air almost feels vibrant and electric, but not in a bad way. In a very calming way.
No, it's just
Dragonfire. No. You continue on until you see in this clearing that there is a congregation of a bunch of raccoons and whatnot, of various sizes, including two that are roughly bear size that you saw before.
Oh,
Uh,
oh shit.
because you saw the one that came by, Barry, as you heard him named in the note. And then another one slightly larger than Barry to like its right. You see there's also another raccoon in front of them that is completely spherical in shape, other than its like arms and legs that just slightly pop out. And then
Is this the Great Guardian?
oh, rotund one.
I
You just hear a
bow.
voice.
Solo.
Now like you hear a voice. No, but he is one of my favorites. And you see the two big bear-sized raccoons sort of split the difference and move aside as you see a sort of normal-sized raccoon walking on two legs, as opposed to the normal coloration where the sort of it's almost a goldeny sort of colored fur with its tail having like completely solid white stripes and the mask area also being a sort of white color. I am the Procyon Guardian of the Ebon. Welcome, friends. I see that you have received my letter, and Barry says you were quite nice as well, even though there were some scary things there when you arrived.
We needed some help. Well, we thought we did, but turns out we were okay. I got backed in a corner.
I'm glad to hear you all safe. So, what do you think of joining forces?
Against what exactly? What are we doing?
Guess that's fair. So there's been a recent increase orcs on our sort of northern border of these forests. They've been collecting the wood at a very vicious rate. You can't keep up to defend them. They're attacking multiple points at a time normally. And I don't want to lose any more of my kits. They are precious to me. Always have been. Don't necessarily want to kill the orcs, but I want to stop them. I hope you would be able to help because I cannot leave these forests. I am bound to it. How do I put this? I've been here for a while as the guardian. I have some power over this area, but not enough to rid it of this current excursion.
Uh, yeah, we can help you, right? I look at Moonin and Eldridge. What do y'all think?
I mean, it sounds like he just wants to send a message, and I think we could handle that.
Yeah,
Or we
and
could just beat him to a bloody pulp.
yeah, I don't. Honestly, I don't mind messing up those orcs. I don't think they can be saved at this point. I don't think we can save them. The ones that have the smell of sulfur, I think it's too late for them. I believe they have.
I think you're right in regards, but if you say smells of sulfur, then you have seen the new ones or
Yeah,
the old
we
ones.
fought them. Yeah, we've had to fight them a couple times already. Actually, near these woods, to be honest with you.
They are savable, some of them anyway. Not the probably not the sulfury ones though. Some of them, many of them, are being forced against their will to take part in some of this. At least that's what it seems like based on how they act. Admittedly, I haven't had the chance to ask too many questions because they try to kill us.
Well, do you have an idea or a general location of where they seem to be coming from?
Northeast at the moment. Every now and then we've been getting attacks basically every other night for the past week or two, or past week. I just
Is it near where the hobgoblins used to live? Is that where they're set up, maybe?
I think there were some goblins that used to come foraging here and there, but they weren't too much of a problem. But
Yeah,
I guess that
th-
is kind of in that direction.
Yeah, they actually got slaughtered by the orcs.
Oh no.
We saved a couple of the children and the oracle, but besides that, we believe the rest have died.
It's quite sad. But I believe, at least together, I can help you if they decide to fight inside the woods, but outside I cannot. But I do believe that one of your kind would be probably the most helpful in this case. They aren't used to you. You see, as they say that, they look to Moonin. We don't have many Averio left around. Nice to see there's still the occasional one.
But I'm sorry. There were more of my kind here
Here and there.
within these woods,
I can tell you there's at least one within these woods, yes.
aside from me.
Yes.
Where?
Well, you're speaking with them. And you see as the raccoon sort of shifts its form from being a raccoon, giving off a slightly glowing light, you see as they morph into a more humanoid, or rather elven shape, with brilliant white wings and completely white hair and purple eyes. And these sort of like embellishing but still very nature focused robes on. I'm Elias Everbreeze. I guard these woods, as I have for a couple centuries now.
Can I roll a history check on the race Avriel, I think?
Averio? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I got a 14, so what would I know about them?
Them's be birds.
Oh,
I had to say it. No, you do know that they are a race or a species of people who existed in this land very long ago, but that's about all you know.
I'll have to ask Moonin later.
Some sort of thing like caused their population to drastically fall off. To meet you, Featherkin.
And same to you. Um, are are there more of your people? What happens to to your I guess your land?
To be able to travel a lot more, and I could actually answer those questions. However, I've been stuck in this forest for quite a while. I lost contact with much of our people when the High Elven Empire fell. And you guys can feel free to roll history checks on that.
I was getting ready to ask.
Yeah, I got a fucking 6 on this one and that too.
16.
I got a 10.
The lower two scores, nothing. Moonin, uh, you you've heard of that, especially since you used to live in Thedium. You know that there used to be an area called the Keep of Taroom, which was a monumental castle in the southern part of Thedium. The only thing is, you know it as a hole in the ground where it was supposedly used to exist.
Got you.
Uh, that is where the main chunk of that kingdom came from.
Gotcha.
But that's about all you know of them.
I've heard of the stories. But I've never had the pleasure of meeting anyone who's lived through those times.
Lived through many times, luckily.
Are you saying you're very familiar with these woods and jungles?
Very. Used to be familiar with much of the continent, believe it or not.
Do you have any recollection of a village or a town held aloft in the trees?
Me, a little checky check. Yes, I have heard of that.
Would you be able to show us the right direction or point us in the right direction to find this?
Well, there's many like that. Are you referring to the ones in the jungle, or are you referring to, well, what was Taroom?
Possibly both. All I know it would be of elven make.
He sort of strokes, or they sort of stroke like their chin area, and just starts thinking. I know of a few that could describe. There are some west in the jungle. Many of the elves who well, I guess many who stayed here. They went there, trying to find different safe havens away from the great weapon. Do you know the stories? Guess not. History's not.
The great weapon. I'm gonna roll a history check.
Yeah, go ahead.
17.
Alrighty, cool. So lore dump. Let me pop my neck real quick. So what you know about that? What you know about rolling down in the deep, or whatever, however that song goes. Anyway,
You know about rolling down deep in your brain.
yeah, an ancient war was fought long ago. And some of this, like basically as you're thinking, he just sort of explains some bits and pieces that you don't know as well. But basically, there was an ancient war between a few different tribes of elves for control of a weapon that was capable of destruction of the entire continent. He calls it the Lost Eye of Grumsh. Those who were near the weapon when it was first unveiled and used, basically used to destroy an entire kingdom within seconds. And those who embraced the beauty of the destruction and reveled in it were almost morphed and enhanced by the power that this weapon came off. And they became corrupted by it and eventually changed to become known as the Brute clan of the elves. You know that after some time, these ended up becoming the primordial orcs of sorts. And the war over this weapon was incredibly bloodied. Some wish to see the weapon destroy the brutes and itself, and some wish to use the weapon to just destroy. However, many of the people who were caught in the middle, who just wanted to remain neutral or outside of the effects of this war, congregated in Taroom and other different sections of the floating spires in Thedium, which is there's a mountain range within southern Thedium that has a few floating like mountains that look almost upside down mountains. However, when he describes this and you bring up what it looked like when you saw them, Moonin, he describes that there used to be about 7 more of them than there are currently. They used to basically go and stretch all the way to where that whole of Taroom is, where that ancient keep once was. But it turns out all of the ones who were trying to remain neutral went to the keep of Taroom, and as the war encroached further and further to them, they channeled all of their magic between their most powerful casters to send their keep and a few of the islands into different realms. Because one of the Avariel managed to steal the key to the weapon, making it rendering it completely useless, and hiding it within one of the islands that they took into different realms. Due to some mishaps, however, many of the islands flew into different realms than initially intended, and so all of them are scattered within different areas. Well, he knows that there's at least one within the Fey realm, one within the Shadow realm, and the one where most of y'all's people are, the realm of elemental air. He tells you that they live. Most of the kingdom of the Avariel left to live there long ago. That's where their island ended up heading as they all got separated in the Great Rift. But yeah, words.
How would we get there?
Gates. The great Electrum gates that are hidden around.
And so if that's where most of the people went, then you said that there's a group that stayed on this plane and they're to the that they're further in the woods or the jungle, I mean?
The only ones I'm aware of, if they could have stayed anywhere, it would have been in the woods. A lot of us more magically inclined people don't tend to last in some areas, depending on the prejudices people hold at the time. It's changed much over the centuries I've been around, but I do believe they either are within the woods, maybe they found another land.
Um, well, I definitely think we should help by destroying these orcs, but if we get a chance, we should look for the that elven village, if you guys don't mind.
Absolutely, absolutely. We will. We will.
He plucks off one of the feathers from his wings. You can take this. This is one of my feathers, obviously, but can help you find more of our people. I don't think there are that many. I haven't seen any of us in a number of years, and I see all those who come through these woods. You're the only one I've seen in a while. So maybe it's just because the range of these woods has shrunk. But there definitely can still be others out there. I believe in it.
Yes. And I pluck one of my random feathers as well and offer it to him.
I thank you.
Uh, and I thank you. If you ever need assistance or anything, this should help you be able to find us.
Absolutely.
Aside from your raccoon bear things.
Oh, this one's Barry. This one's Barry too.
What's the other one's name? Oh, it's phenomenal.
I ran out of names after like 7 generations. I'm sorry.
You could call one of them Bartholomew.
His jaw drops. That's an amazing name. I should call him. Your next cub's can be Bartholomew.
How about the other one, Bartolomeo?
Bartolomeo.
Bartolomeo. There we
Beethoven.
Oh, that's so good.
Then Beartuven.
I fucking hate you. They're gonna have a litter of cubs, and they're all gonna be those names. Well, now I'm gonna rename some of these. And he aims at like the smaller ones when he says that. The round one, his name's Bowl, because he eats what's in everyone's bowl.
I think that's a perfect name. That's good.
Isn't it? He's
That's
so
good.
cute and squishy, and he doesn't conform to the laws of physics. I don't understand it. You see, he's like he grabs the raccoon and just like stretches him left and right as if he's made of rubber.
Huh.
The raccoon just seems to be vibing.
This is life.
I had a feeling we could count on you. They've been telling me you guys' exploits for a while. Y'all are good ones. Saved the youngest ones when I was trying to work against the orcs. I wouldn't have been able to save them, so I'm unbelievably thankful for that. These woods, like I said, are the one thing that keeps me to this world. If it weren't for them and its inhabitants, I wouldn't be here. That's why I stick to my form that you saw me in initially. I don't get out much in this one, but I figured I'd make the attempt with one of my fellows.
We appreciate you for entrusting your true form to us, and we will not take it for granted or relinquish your secret.
I appreciate that greatly. And you see that some of the you see a small group of raccoons start coming in from the northeast. One of them is wearing like a military green beret. A couple of them have face paint below their mask. They're just and they just come in and start like chirping and chittering, and Elias is just like, oh, that's bad. Well, if you want to help, we seem to have a situation at hand. They're trying to burn this bitch down.
Oh.
Oh God.
Are we on that?
It's on
Point
the
the
exact
direction.
opposite side, or not the exact opposite, but it's on the furthest reach of the forest, but I luckily have a little bit of a trick up my sleeve. And you see as they approach one of the trees and
a tree walk. Oh fuck yeah!
Oh, fuck
basically put their
yeah.
hand on it, and you see as
Oh,
the bark sort of peels away, in such a way that looks natural and not like like a destructive way.
Harming.
And
Yeah.
a small opening comes forth. I believe we will have to fight on the other side of this. I will see you there. And you see as he forms into goes back into his raccoon form. And the first one he throws through is the is Bowl, followed by the bears, and then he follows behind.
I cast mirror image real quick, and then I run in.
You guys go into the glowing green light.
I also project my ethereal form and bring out Hunan,
Oh yeah.
and I take to the sky and fly into the portal.
Bet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk. Okay.
So I'm gonna casually just like Doflamingo walk in.
Yeah.
Got the fucking swagger walk going. And you guys head into the brilliant green and yellow light. And that is where we end tonight's session. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening to another outing of our party. If you enjoyed and want to support us, like and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, all at Imaginary Paradise. One word. Except for Twitter, which for whatever reason is only Imaginary Pair. And if you really, really love us, you can come donate to us on Patreon. We have some fun exclusives for you, and that can help us keep this thing going and improving. Thanks again for listening, everyone, and keep your imagination strong and your dice roll stronger. Stay chaotic.